It's my fucking lip. It's my fucking lip. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. So today we are going in with some short duck nails, and I just wanted to start this thing where I did short nails on Mondays and Wednesdays. So this is just pretty much the beginning of me doing that. So you will probably be getting 2 videos today because I'm a little bit behind on my YouTube. Anyways, so starting off, we want to cut it down to our desired length. For me, I always just put the duck nail on my nail when they belong to me or whatever. So after you get the duck nail straightly filed out, that's when you want to go in with the curve. You're making it difficult on yourself if you don't do it this way, if you just go straight in with the drill, in my eyes. So if this is your first few times doing it, I would just go ahead and get the duck tip straight first.
Yeah, it's over there.
Now, the concept with the drill is to go in a moon shape at the tip. I often see a lot of people go too deep, and some people like it like that, but I've kind of grown to like it not too deep, but deep enough. Anyway, I also wanted to show y'all the monomer that I use because I know I never show it, but it is EMA non-yellowing, okay? So this is a very cheap acrylic that I get from my local nail supply store. And because the nails are for me and I know I'm probably going to wear them one time, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of acrylic. And I'm not even trying to be perfect here, guys. I'm just throwing the acrylic on. As y'all can see, it's super runny. It's not even doing what it's supposed to do. But these short nail videos are mostly supposed to be quick tutorials, and you know, I'm just really doing this for the girls who be on me about the short nails. And I don't know if y'all like duck, but hey, short is short. This is more of like a medium length to me. Maybe next time I'll go a little bit shorter if I do duck. But yeah, so if you have any short nail ideas, make sure you send them my way. But after you finish the acrylic application, sorry guys, after you finish the acrylic application, you're going to go back in with that drill, and I go in with 3 RPMs when I do this, and I'm just cleaning up the shape. Sadly, you cannot use the regular hand file when you do this type of shape, so you might want to get familiar with your drill, okay? And when I'm in a good mood, I always file down the cuticle area because I want it to look nice and clean and a little bit more natural. If you're going to use the drill on top of the nail, make sure you buff to get those scratches out. So moving on to the airbrush, I'm going to put some polish in the airbrush. It's gel polish, guys, gel polish. I know a lot of people say not to do this, but I'm going to go in there with some acetone because that's just how I've been doing it. And I don't want to buy no more products, to be honest with you, because I don't airbrush a lot, okay? I just use Blooming gel. But for this effect, I want it to be like super smooth. So I went in with the airbrush, I put it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I top coated it. After my top coat, I'm going to start to make a flower. So the best thing about this type of flower is you can go in with all 4 beads at the same time and pretty much work with them all together. So you're going to place 4 beads down of the 3D Sculpting gel that are in little balls. After that, you're going to get your silicone tool and you're going to begin to start pressing down in the middle of each one, just so you can kind of get an idea of how big you want your flower to be on the nail. After you do that, you can start to spread it out using the sides of the silicone brush. At the top, you can kind of push it in to make it look like a real flower. Those lines that you get in these flowers are kind of automatic when you're using a tool like this. So that's the good thing about it. You don't have to think too deep into making it look like a realistic flower because it's going to automatically do that from using this silicone tool. And as y'all can see, I'm just simply working in, going in, just messing around with that sculpting gel. And then I'm going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I'm going to go in with a liner brush and begin to start polishing my flower. So I wanted my flower to have like layers to it. I didn't want to just throw a bunch of polish or whatever on top. And this is how I see most people do it anyway. So when I do mine, I'm very specific. So I go in with this small brush. You don't have to. You can literally use the regular polish brush that comes with the polishes. But for me, I wanted to do mostly the edges first and then go in with these little dots on the side. And then I'm going to cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'm going to come back with this beautiful mustard yellow. And now I'm going to slowly start to place that towards the middle of my flower. Y'all see why I take my time and I do that like that? Some people I know just kind of throw it on there. And if I'm doing a certain type of flower, like let's say I'm painting the whole flower that color, and I know that I'm probably just going to leave the middle clear. I'll just go in with the tip of my regular brush. But I knew I wanted this to be a little bit more well put together, and I wanted to leave that middle part to where you can see where we did the airbrush. Anyways, so after you cure the yellow, you're going to go back in with these little white dots, and that's pretty much, you're done with that flower. You're just going to have to top coat it with top coat. That's it. And that could be matte or shiny. So the next flower, you're going to start off with 1 bead, spread it out, put it in the lamp, and then you're going to take it out and go in with 2 beads and spread it out. Put it back in the lamp after you do this. Once you take your flower out, you're going to go in with that brown gel polish again, and you're going to outline the edges of the flower only. Notice how after I do the outlines, I'm using the remainder of that brown to kind of like go from the inside to the outside of that flower to give it like an ombre effect, you know, so that way it doesn't look unrealistic. You get what I'm saying? So after that, we're going to go back in with the dots again. Put it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then this time, we're just going to go in with our little dots. And they're going to be yellow. After you're done with that, make sure you cure that. And then you top coat it and cure it again, guys. Don't forget to top coat it and cure it. Anyway, so for the next nail, I wanted to do an airbrush ombre. And I wanted to show y'all how I do that. So I kept the airbrush in the camera a little bit so y'all can see the distance in which I hold it. Now, please wear gloves when you do stuff like this, guys. I was like low-key in a rush, and I never really used the airbrush anyway, so I was being lazy, okay? After you cure it, take it out, top coat it, put it back in the lamp for another 60 seconds. Now you can start to do your design. So I wanted to go in with a simple nail. Like if you're a beginner, you know, I wanted this to kind of be easy for you to pick up on because I didn't feel like I really got a lot of the tutorials that I was wanting last year when I started. So I figured that I would just kind of start throwing in some stuff that I like, because that difficult stuff, that unique stuff, I think it's only one YouTuber that really does that crazy, wacky nail stuff, you know, and she has a lot of subs, but it's everybody explains stuff different, you know, so I figured I would do my input on it, and you know, hopefully the right people find me eventually. But anyway, so after I did the little lines, I went in with the dots. And I showed y'all that twice because I did it on both hands and I did it on different sides. So I don't want y'all to be like, what the heck, when you see the picture. So, yeah. Anyway, after that, the next nail, we're going to go in with yellow. And when we're going to cure that yellow, but then we're going to go back in with blooming gel. And that's where we are at now. So, sorry, I was talking your ear off. Blooming gel, on top of the blooming gel, you want to put the brown dots. You're going to go in with blooming gel again. Do not cure your blooming gel, guys. Okay? So go in with the blooming gel. Go back in with lighter, like that lighter brown dots. And then you're going to come back in with white dots. For the white dots, you don't need blooming gel. You can use it, but you don't have to. Me personally, blooming gel is not that easy to work with, so if I can avoid using it, I do. For this next part, we're going to take some rhinestone gel, and we're going to just give it this 3D effect. You want to push hard when you first start, and then let go, and then drag it out. You're going to put that in a lamp for another 60 seconds, move on to the next nail. We're going to go back in with that orangish brown color, okay? We're going to go back in with some blooming gel, and then we're going to put brown on top of it, cure it in the lamp, and then we're going to outline this entire nail with yellow. And for this one, I went in the middle as well with a line. But for my other pinky nail, I did not do that. Okay, so I just only went around the edges of the nail for the other pinky nail, if that makes sense. So just showing y'all how they ended up coming out. I'm going to put some dots around it because I love these dots, y'all. I might have did overkill with them, okay? But I liked them. Anyway, so for the thumbs, I'm going to do yellow tips. And then I'm going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. After it comes out the lamp, I am going to top coat it. And after my top coat is cured, I'm going to go in with the same exact flowers that y'all saw me do on the middle fingers, okay? That sums up the video. Here are the finished results. Let me know what y'all think about these nails. It's my fucking lip. It's my fucking lip. Yeah, yeah, yeah.